this Littleton. I'll send out the link here. I couldn't change the name of the video to reflect what it is, sorry. We are the home team against this Vail team that looks like the team we just played, but this is Vail Red. Moon going across the blue line with the puck. And we have Madsen supporting him, going behind the goal. Kai fighting for it behind the net, takes the shot, goes off the goalie's pad, the goalie covers it. And we're off. 0-0 first period, 13:37 remaining in this period. And Boone is going to take the face-off with DeGarmo and Madsen on his wings. Waldo and Bella on D. Waldo going back. He's got a Vail player on his back, but not fast enough. Goes around the boards to Kai, who keeps sending it to a Vail defender. Takes control in the neutral zone. And across the blue line, the Vail player goes. He sends it across the ice. There's no one there. They were in the middle of a line change. Here comes DeGarmo. The Vail player lost his stick. We have a player down, and there's a scuttle, but no goal. There's a couple shots there. There's a loose puck, but here comes Kai down the near boards. Passes it to DeGarmo, who is headed for the bench. And Thor coming into the neutral zone, into a couple of Vail players. The puck comes across, and DeGarmo still out there fighting for it. Here comes Purdy, gets tripped up with a Vail player, and Madsen still out there. Daily Gold back on D, has made it back, sends it up the boards to McNeil. McNeil passes to Purdy. Purdy tries to send it up to Thomas, but a Vail defenseman intercepts into Vail's offensive zone, and there's the backhanded pass in front of the goal, but Gunner clears it up the far boards where a Vail defender is going to send it back in, behind, wide. McNeil and Madsen fighting for it. Madsen comes up with it, but then it ends up the shot. And that went in the right bottom corner. Outside, kind of bounced. I'm not sure if it went off someone's stick or what, or if Balin just couldn't see it because there was a player maybe screening. I'm not sure what happened, but Vail just took the lead. The score is 0-1. Vail is ahead. Face off. Shapansky on wing with Richard McNeil, and Purdy and Gunnar Daily Gold on defense. Around the boards to Shapansky, who's fighting for it. Purdy in the center. Good defense there by Purdy. Shapansky sends it behind the goal. Purdy gathers it up. Switching directions, keeping it. Sends it up to Stanley. Stanley gets it behind, but a Vail player helps out his teammate and gets it into the neutral zone. McNeil sends it. And then back on Fraser's defense. Vail comes up with it, sends a pass. Shot into Gunner's body, blocked. McNeil in the corner. Puck in the air. McNeil after it again. Gunner looking over his shoulder, sending it up the boards to Shapansky. Can't quite clear it out of the zone. And now we have some time while Vail takes a shift change. Here comes Moon, round one. Holding on to it, going on the far boards. Here comes Bellis across the blue line with him into our offensive zone. Kai down, back up. Bellis chasing down the puck, which gets passed to a Vail player in the center. And pretty rough defense by Moon there. Gets answered by a check into the boards there a little. Here comes Mella across. He's got one. He's in the corner looking for a pass. Who's with him? He's got Bellis coming around still, looking for that open goal, the open side of the net. DeGarmo's there. DeGarmo has it. He's looking for trades with Max and, or not Max, Madsen, excuse me. And that'll be an icing call. 9:37 left in the first, with the score being 0-1. We're going to take a face-off in Vail's defensive zone. I think you might be able to hear their commentator also talking. Should just let him call the game for both of us. Oh, off the goalie's pass and an open goal. Came off the goalie and Thomas took advantage. Judah Thomas with a backhanded goal. Way to go, Thomas. That'll tie up the score 1-1 against this Vail Red team with 9 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the first period. Face off, Thomas again across the blue line. And Vail has control, but Purdy and Gunner are on D. Thomas was getting into it with a Vail player, and we got oh no, must have been offsides. I thought he raised his hand for a penalty, but it was offsides. Alright, face off, Thomas, McNeil, and Shapansky on the wings, Purdy and Gunner Daily Gold in the back. Vail has control through the neutral zone, but Gunner sends it out to the near boards. Vail sends it. Nice. Shapansky has it, sends up the boards. Where Judah was about to shift out with Kai. Gunner again on D. Sends it off the boards to McNeil. Purdy, or Gunner and Stanley on the far side, but Vail gets a hold of it and takes a shot. Purdy with a good stop there in the neutral zone. Vail's resetting here, going across the blue line, and she takes a shot. That went off of Balin's glove, I believe, or else it was just high above the net. But number 6 has a pretty vicious shot. Vail defense as we take a shift change. And here comes Johnny Vella taking control of the puck. Oh, gets a little tripped up with some checking, body checking there. And trying to get a hold of it on the near boards. Madsen comes up with it, sends it across the blue line. Behind the goal where Vail's defense will grab it. However, Waldo is at the blue line, sends it back in off of a Vail defenseman. Waldo battling on the inside corner here where you can't really see him too well, but going after it. Vail gets it across the blue line into the neutral zone. Owens doing some body checking. Alright, Waldo with a backhanded pass. One Vail player with about 4 Fraser players behind him. Shot off of Moon. Vela and DeGarmo, but Madsen will come up with it, get it poked away, back into our defensive zone. Shot, failing blocked it, but Vail got the rebound, got it into the right-hand corner. That'll bring it to a 1-point difference, not the end of the world. We can hang with this team. It's 2-1, 6:45 left in this 14-minute period. New face-off with Judah Thomas taking it, Shapansky on the near side, and Bellis on the far side. Judah and Bellis in a foot race on the far side, but the Vail defender comes up with it. Into the neutral zone, Vail controlling it. We got Thomas had back-checked back. Shapansky on the near boards waiting for a pass. And Bellis up at the blue line waiting to clear it. Ever fighting forward in the corner, giving a little body movement there. And
these teams don't like each other, and I can tell you that already.
All right, fighting in the corner. Ever comes out with it. We got a loose stick, and Shapansky sends it to Bellis on the far side. Bellis, oh, almost. Here comes DeGarmo to Shapansky. Shapansky up the near side, sends it around the corner. There's nobody there because Bellis is going for a line change. DeGarmo pokes it away, but the Vail defense has another line there. Vela at the blue line, keeping it in, but it pops into our neutral zone. Madsen back checking, Vela back. Madsen comes up with it, sends it back to DeGarmo on the far boards. DeGarmo coming behind the goal, getting his speed on, getting a head full of steam here. Knocks a Vail player down. Loses the puck though. Not calling a lot of body contact. That was no penalty. It was just a regular collision on the ice apparently. Vela controlling the puck, gets around one, sends it up to Kai. Kai coming through the neutral zone to DeGarmo. DeGarmo has a defender on him. Thor sends it across to the Vail defender. Vela coming through, beats one, loses a stick. Someone needs to hold on to their stick here. Kai Moon is going to take a second. Man on, Johnny. Vail defense, they're just on us as soon as we get the puck. Good defense. Kai feels like it's kind of slowing things down here. Sends it to Waldo. Waldo to DeGarmo. DeGarmo to Madsen. Across the blue line. But Vail sends it right back into the neutral zone. Here comes Kai Moon. White beats one. He's got two on. And one of them knocks him down. Body check. This team is more physical than the other teams we've faced in this tournament. Vail's defense sends it up the far boards. Bounces off. May get to the goal. But it's going to be an icing call against Vail. Down with a little push against the offender who is following it. And we got 3 minutes and 32 seconds left to do something here. Face off, Fraser's offensive zone. Judah Thomas on the puck. He's got Shapansky and Bellis with him. Sends it back to Purdy. To Gunnar Gold. Thomas in the center. Shapansky going to the far corner. Looking for a pass. Ooh. Passes it into the goal. Bounces behind. It's Rich. Oh, it's Rich. Sorry. Rich is in net. Not Valen. I forgot we changed goalies. My bad. Sorry. I feel a little out of sorts here. But here we go. Vail's coming towards Ridge, who is in net. Not Valen. 2:59 left. I think that was an offsides call. Everyone taking a breath here. Face off. Thomas, Shapansky, Bellis. With Purdy and Daily Gould on defense. Big pass across the ice. Gould Gunner is there. Got a fast player on Vail there who gained control, passing it around. Nice interception there by Judah. Shapansky in there fighting for it. Almost got it into the neutral zone at least. Broke up the play here. Gunner with it. He's coming. Sends it. And Judah was going for a change. Purdy tipped it and Ridge covered it. Good job, Bobo. Yeah, I can't see the goal. I can't see the goalie's number. Oh, now I can. It's on his shoulder there. Sorry about that, everybody. All right. Face-off, Fraser's defensive zone. 2:25 left in the first period. DeGarmo taking the face-off. McNeil with him, going to the blue line. Puck is in the air, bounces wide. Vail wins possession. The pass is interrupted off of someone's skate. Goes out into the neutral zone, where Madsen tries to gain control, but back into Fraser's defensive zone. Vail's making a shift change, sends it to McNeil in the inside. DeGarmo with it, and then Bella coming across the blue line. Oops, Bella knocks. Here comes McNeil, trying to send it to Johnny. Johnny across the blue line. Vail's being very physical with Johnny. I think they know they have his number here. McNeil helping him out behind the goal, trying to keep control of the puck. McNeil has it. Bounces a loose puck, but Vail's defense sends it up to this number 19. Waldo is back. Madsen with a good back check there. Vail still has it. Here comes Bridger though. Frosty tips, sends it up. That's going to be an ice, but that gives Fraser a chance to change to fresh legs here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this final game against the Red Vail. I think they're the Mountaineers. Red Vail. This is the #1 team in the state, ranked for the 14UB that we're playing against, and we are ranked #2. Shot goes wide. Gunner on D. He's got 2 Vail players, but he comes up with it, sends around the boards to where Shapansky's going to fight for it on the far side. Try to get it. Oh, Vail comes up with it. Purdy swipes at it, pokes at it. Here comes Judah Thomas into the neutral zone with Bellis supporting him. And I'm not sure if that was offsides. Alright, we're going to have a face-off here in the center ice. Trying to get it across. Thomas has got a player on him. Off the boards to Bellis. Oh, Shapansky. Shapansky to Bellis. Nice job, nice pass. Same team. Vail coming out with a fresh group of skaters, but Ever Purdy is in the back. Shot. Bobo gets down on a knee and blocks that off his pad. Purdy's going to gather it behind the goal and hand it back up to where Bellis is waiting. But shot off of Purdy's body. Another shot. Rich almost got a hold of that one, but blocked it nonetheless. Shapansky on the near boards. That'll be the end of our first period here at the Edge Ice Arena in lovely Ken Carl. The score is 1-2, Vail leading by a goal. As Coach Nick gets the boys psyched up for the next period. have our newest Fraser Valley Eagle fan here at the game, baby Ava, born just 3 days ago. She's here watching her big brother Gunner. Alright, Fraser in white is going to be switching sides as Bobo goes to take the net. We got Johnny with Thor in back, Madsen, Moon, and DeGarmo on the far side. Right, and here goes our second period. Thor to Johnny. Someone just caught a trip on DeGarmo. And DeGarmo's going to go in the box. So this penalty kill is going to be Gunner, Johnny Vela, Kai Moon, and Knox Madsen. With Bobo in goal. Goes out into the neutral zone. Madsen chasing it down, putting pressure. Vail collects it, comes up. Johnny pokes at it. Vail sends it around behind. He's got number 6 coming. Intercepts, but doesn't gain control, so Johnny does. Vail pokes it out. Madsen sends it around to the other side where Kai is waiting. Kai, sends his center. Backhand. That's a little scary. Off the boards, into the neutral zone. 1:25 remaining in the penalty. Here comes Vail. Takes a shot from way outside. Rich gets in front of it, no problem. And Madsen in the corner. Goes back to the blue line where he's going to wind up again. Goes wide off a couple players. Kai on the far side. Pass again through the center. Nobody gains control. Back to the blue line. Where Johnny Vela is going to get a fast break. 2 to beat. And shot. Did not go in. The goalie got down. Almost snuck it between his legs, but didn't quite get there. Fraser's penalty kill team on the offensive now. Keeping it in their offensive zone. Here comes back towards our defensive side with Madsen in pursuit. Back to the line, big shot. Vela intercepts. Cross into the neutral zone. He's got Madsen on this side. Sends a bouncing high pass into the corner. Coming up the near boards where Moon steals it and takes control. Using some time. Madsen again on the near boards. And that penalty kill, we finished. We're back to even strength. We got Madsen, Purdy, DeGarmo, Moon, and Vela on the ice. Here comes ODG. Sends it across, going for fresh legs. Fight for it behind the Vail goal. And Vail's defense sends it into the neutral zone, where the right winger will bring it up to the corner. Ever Purdy going after him, and Judah Thomas also passes it, makes the pass to the center. Was able to get it in the back of the net. That's going to make it 1-3 against Vail here. Fraser's down 2 goals. 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining next period. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. Is that better? All right, face off here. Thomas, Bellis, Chapins. Oh no, that's McNeil on the far side. Purdy and Gunner in back. Oh, open shot. Bobo gets down, covers it. Good job, Bobo. Shot from outside. Into Bobo's knee. Covered it. They're there'll be a face-off in Fraser's defensive zone. Thomas taking it. Bridger, Purdy, and Bellis out there with them. Off of Ridge's pad, and Ever on the far side sends it up the boards where Bellis will be chasing it down in the neutral zone, back into Fraser's defensive. Purdy on the far side in the corner, gathering it up. Vail comes up with it. Vail player goes down but keeps trying to cover the puck. We got a call. I believe this is a call, yeah, this is a call against Vail. Looked like it was a hook. Looks like it was a hooking call. So Fraser's going to have their first power play of this final with 10:29 remaining. Number 11 for Vail in the sin bin. And Fraser coming out with a power play. Alright, Moon, Madsen, ODG up front, and Purdy and Bella playing D. Bella with the puck. Sends it up to ODG. Sends it around behind. Moon behind the goal. Wrap it around, Moon. Sent it back. Vail's been good D. Madsen in the center. Purdy on the far side, near side here. Madsen fighting for it. Purdy's at the blue line, but Vail player almost takes DeGarmo. DeGarmo misses the main part of the check. Bella coming across all by himself. He's got everybody with him. DeGarmo is open behind him. Kai at the crease, and he's just going to hold on to it. Just gives it to Purdy. Purdy shoots. Oh! Purdy sent it in. Bella got a stick on it, but the goalie did his job. 1:04 left in this power play for Fraser. Here comes Captain Judah Thomas. With Madsen, DeGarmo, Gunner, and Johnny. Let's try to make something happen here with 1:04 left in our power play. Vail's defense has the puck. Thomas steals it, sends it in. Oh, then Vail gains control again, but ODG on the far side and the near side here with it. Vail sends it all the way around the boards to where Bella is waiting. Vail beats one. Takes the shot off the stick of a Vail defender, and it goes up into the net. We'll have a face-off here. 9:07 left in the second period. The score is 1-3. This is a Fraser power play. We have 39 seconds left in our power play. Let's make something happen. Thomas with the face-off. Vail sends it around the near boards. Gunner fighting for it, slips through. Bella's last man back. He's got a skater coming for him. Switches directions. And takes off, kicking it through the defense. Gets to the back corner. Got a big defender on his tail. Sends it into the center where Judah tries to get a stick on it. They have a hand up, some kind of penalty. And now Fraser's going to send Bella to the box. So we have 3 seconds left in the Vail penalty, and now Bella is in the box. Stephanie, did you see what that was for? I didn't see what happened. Sorry, I can't give you I didn't see what the ref called there. Bella's in the box, so we have 4-on-4 hockey right now. Keeping it in our offensive zone, or defensive zone. Nice glove save by Rich Bobo. As Vail goes back to full strength, and Fraser will now be on the penalty kill with 8:23 left in the second period. ODG taking the face-off. Vail passing it around. They're really shooting a lot from way outside. Passing, intercepted by Fraser. Shapansky sends it into their defensive zone, clears it. 35 sends it across and gets sent into the corner where Gunner's going to send it to Shapansky. He's got a man on his back. Sends it up the boards, but Vail intercepts. Now we got Purdy back on defense for ODG. Nice defense there by DeGarmo. Well, DeGarmo's still in. I'm not sure who can. Shot! Glove save by Rich Bobo. 1:10 left in the penalty kill. Here comes Moon and Thomas to join Gould and Purdy on the penalty kill team. Pass Kai with the face-off. Vail has control, sends it across, whips it. Vail passing on the near boards back and forth with pressure from our Eagles. They left number 10 open, but went off his own player, his shot, I believe. There goes Purdy. There goes Thomas across the blue line, going for that short-sided goal. But Vail's D is lifting his stick. They play very aggressive defense. Gunner and Everett are back. Judah back checking. And Kai cool as a cucumber in front of the goal. Far side, Kai approaching, ever pressuring on the far side. Oh, off Kai's skate into Bobo's leg. It's a loose puck, but goes behind the goal where a Vail player is going to come around with it. Reset. Thomas behind him. Shot off of Ridge's body. Ever Purdy clears it. Back into Vail's defensive zone. 4 seconds left in this penalty kill before we can go back to even strength. Here comes Johnny Bella out of the box. Ever Purdy in the corner sends it up, and it's going to be icing. The score 1-3. Fraser behind Vail Red. With 6 minutes left in the second period. Face-off on Fraser's defensive zone. ODG taking the face-off for Fraser. Scott McNeil on one side and Bellis on the other. Nice poke by Johnny Bella. And Bridger getting it into the neutral zone, where Vail's going to start trying to put on their offensive tack into Bridger's body there. Here comes Bridger. Oh, never mind. Vail on the near boards. Bellis with it. Trying to get, nice. Bellis across, gets his shoulder into his side. And 3 Vail players coming across the blue line together. Bella's back, sends it around, and back into, it's going to be icing. 5.5 minutes remain. We're going to do a line change with Madsen, Shapansky, and Thomas coming in. Waldo and Bella on defense. Shot. Ridge gets down. Big bounce off his pads. Shapansky in the near corner. Trying to extend it up to Judah into the neutral zone. Vail sends it around behind the goal where Waldo grabs it. Gets overwhelmed by a bunch of Vail players, but luckily Madsen is open and tries to send it up out of the zone. Vail says no. Once again, Waldo in the corner, fighting for it. Shapansky supporting. Behind the goal, behind the net. Oh, they pass in front, nobody's there. Vail sends it behind the net again, where Johnny got a shove from behind. No goal Thomas clears it towards the goalie. So there will be no ice. Thomas in pursuit with Shapansky following. Nice good poke by Madsen. Shapansky sends it to Vela. Vela sends it behind where Thomas is behind. Vela, or Shapansky and Madsen. Purdy keeps it in the offensive zone. Nicely done, Purdy. But Vail's gonna flick it out. Where Gunner's gonna have to chase it down and send it off the boards. Where number 10 is gonna send a pass in. And 2 crosses, no shot. Shapansky turns, looks up ice, tries to clear it. Gunner gets it out into the neutral zone where Owen DeGarmo, ODG, takes a shot off the goalie's patch. Shapansky was going for a change when he came to him there. Wasn't quite ready. Gunner on the near boards. Nice, sends it to Moon's tape. Vail gets it. Purdy in the back. 3:21 left in the first period. The score is 1-3. Fraser tails Vail Red. Face off in Fraser's offensive zone. Moon's gonna take the face off with McNeil, Gould, and DeGarmo supporting. Ever on the far side, fighting for it on the boards. DeGarmo dropped back, and he's gonna collect it, send it to Gunner. Gunner's got a man on in the corner. DeGarmo picks it off, comes through the neutral zone where Vail's gonna swarm him. McNeil with a good body check there. Knocking a Vail player off.
That looks like me. We're down to the door, right?
It's going to be a penalty on number 27. Nice head contact. He touched his head. I'm not sure what the... Oh. So we got a 10-2. Yeah, head contact, so we got a 10-2 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. So we're going to be on a penalty kill for 2 minutes, and DeGarmo will not be back in the game until the third period. Moon taking the face off on this penalty kill. Purdy on the far side. McNeil up front, and Gunner, Daly Gould in the back on the near side. Kai challenging with McNeil helping. Around behind, wherever is actually going to win the puck. Look for a way to get it out along the boards. Vail's going to challenge that. Puffer ever again has it, but Vail steals it. Yeah, that Vail player picked his pocket, snuck it in behind Ridge. So that'll clear that minute 33 penalty, putting us back at even strength with a 1-4 game here now against Vail with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the second period. Thomas taking the face-off with Shapansky on the near side, Madsen on the far side. Thomas fighting for it in a whole swarm of Vail players. Madsen down on the far side, Shapansky and Vela fighting for the puck. Gets sent around to where Waldo will send it up the line, and Madsen will try to get control. Thor again sends it out to Johnny with a man on. Johnny sends it around to Shapansky on the near side. Shapansky to Thomas. Madsen picking it up in the neutral zone, sends it across. Thomas is going to chase it down. Shapansky's first one there in the corner. big guy tried to check him, but he didn't make body contact. Bella at the blue line, coming across. Makes the pass to Waldo. Shpansky with a shot into the defender of Vail. Came across nice, good passing by Fraser here in this offensive play. Waldo sends it again to the center. Waldo again with it, sends it back to Shpansky, who sends it to Vela, passing it around. Vela shoots, and the Vail goalie is up to the task. Is able to kneel down on it and cover it. .105 left in the second period. The score is 1-4. Vela, Moon, Madsen, McNeil, and Waldo on the ice for Fraser. Face off in Fraser's offensive zone. Moon taking it, sends it to Madsen. Madsen takes a shot, bounces off the defender into the neutral zone where Waldo gathers it. He's looking where he wants to send it. Holding on to it, sends it to Moon, comes across. There's 3 defenders there though. And again to Waldo. Waldo to Madsen, who's going to get in a foot race with this Vail player. Puck is in the air and Vail comes up with it. McNeil into the neutral zone. Sends it up. Gathering it. Looking for a pass to Madsen. Madsen's got a man on, but gets it into the neutral zone. And again, around behind. Vela has the puck, beats 1. Sends it to Moon. Getting a body check there. And they're going to be sending 17 from Vail to the sin bin with only 8 seconds left. So if we can score in 8 seconds, he'll get out, but otherwise he'll be in there into the next period. Power play, Fraser. Face off Fraser's offensive zone. Thomas taking it. Moon on his near side. Moon. Oh, I thought he had it. Vela shoots into the goalies. Right into the goalie's gut. Hope that goalie's got Kevlar in there because that's going to be a hard shot on him. 2.6 seconds left for Fraser to make something happen before the end of the second period. Face off, Thomas. And that'll be the end of the second period. The score is 1-4. We have a Vail player with a minute and 53-second penalty remaining, and we have number 27 ODG serving his 10-minute. So he'll probably get to come in, I don't know, when we have about 6 minutes left or so. Just have to show you guys our new little fan down there. She's just snoozing away. She's not worried about this game one bit. Oh, I'm just throwing a little Eva down there. Just snoozing away. Taking the face-off with Moon and Vela on the wings. The ref is still talking to the Vail coach, Not sure what the discussion is at this point. Oh, Vail's got 2 in the box. So they must have gotten a 10 and 2. Face off. Moon, Thomas fighting for it. Bella comes up with it, going around the far side. Sends it behind the goal. Thomas chasing it down. Oh, Bella chasing it down. Back checking. Gunner is there. Oh, that seemed like he hooked him, but not a rough. Moon fighting against 2 Vail players on the far boards with Gunner sending it to him. Right to his tape. Nicely done, Gunner. Coming into the neutral zone. Vail's poking at him. But Bella comes up with it. Goes across the blue line. Circles back around. Trying to get it to Moon, but it's intercepted by Vail's defense. Purdy going behind the net to gather it up. Comes around the far side. Looking for a pass. Sees Vela. Vela up the boards. He's got 3 on. And sends it towards the goal, but the goalie knocks it out of the way. Fraser's in the middle of a line change, so Vela's looking for someone fresh. Here comes Waldo to the center. Waldo, good pass by Vela, but Vail was able to pick it off. Vail into the neutral zone with upper back. Madsen now on, or maybe Thor on defense. Shot, wide, shot again off of Waldo's skate. Waldo trying to send it out wide, and Vela clears it. Icing on Fraser. Flurry of activity there. This is a Fraser power play with 15 seconds remaining in the power play. We have Waldo, McNeil, Madsen taking the face off, Shapansky, and Bellis on the far side. Shapansky and Waldo both up behind. Shapansky has a little time there. Sends it up to Bellis. Bellis tips it, and Madsen almost gets a stick on it, but Vail gathers it. Shapansky poking at it. Sends it to Bellis. Bellis to Knox. Knox coming through the neutral zone, fighting Vail against it. McNeil! Crosser tips. Sends it to Bellis. Bellis has got a big player on the far boards. Shapansky back into the neutral zone. Nice stop by Vail, no offsides. Off of Bellis' skate, but the Vail player maintains control. Stanley poking at it. Knox comes up with it, back into the neutral zone. He's all alone though. He's got all the Vail players are back. Knox going for a change. Bellis putting pressure on McNeil. And we're back to even strength hockey. Here comes Purdy. 11:25 left. Gets poked away from Purdy by the Vail offender. Purdy pokes him right back, gains control, sends it across to Shapansky, who's going to battle for it. Goes in front of the goal. Bobo swipes it away outside, and Bellis comes up with it, sends it center into the neutral zone. Thomas going after it with McNeil helping, but back into Fraser's defensive zone. Across to Shapansky, up to Moon. Nice passing, Fraser. This is how we do it. Moon sends it, but we don't have anyone on that wing, and that's going to be an icing call. 10:47 left in this third period in this championship game. The score is 1-4. Fraser's going to take a face-off here. Even strength hockey. I guess that Vail player didn't get a 10 and 2 because he's not in there anymore. Vail just swiping at, like, not very pretty hockey, but Vail trying to keep it going towards the goal. Vela, the man on. Thomas coming across with a head full of steam. After Vail sends a big pass back where Thor has a second to catch his breath. We'll take a look. Finds Moon. Moon sent it towards Vela. Vela and Thomas coming across. Moon on the far side. Bella behind the goal, wrapping around. Sends it to Moon. Can't quite get the shot. Looks like that was Bella. Maybe lifted his elbow. And I believe that was Bella's going to go to the sin bin. Or maybe Thomas. I'm not sure. Oh no, it was Bella. Still got a player down on the ice for Vail. Cleaned his clock pretty good. Kind of like that fall that the iPad took earlier. Like 9:55 left in the game. Looks like a interference. I think it. So that means Bella and ODG both in the sin bin. Bella for 2 minutes. I believe that was an interference call. So on the penalty kill is going to be Purdy, Shapansky, Moon, and Daily Gold. Moon taking the face off. Shot, glove save by Bobo. We'll do it again. Face off. Moon sends it to Gunner. Gunner behind the net, coming around the near side. A lot of pressure on him, sends it up to Shapansky. Shapansky sends it up to the line, and that'll be icing. With face-off on this Fraser penalty kill. 1:45 left in the penalty. Purdy putting pressure on in the corner. And Vail with a pass outside of the crease and hooked it in behind Rich. That'll put us up to a 4-goal deficit. It's now 1-5. Vail, that'll clear Bella's penalty, bring him out of the sin bin. ODG still in there, but should be coming out in the next 2 to 3 minutes, I believe. All right, fresh line. Thomas, Bella, Bellis, Daily Gold, and Waldo. Oh no, Purdy. Thomas is having a mouth guard. Someone's mouth guard is on the ice. Face off. Thomas. Alright, we're getting a little chippy. Vail sending it down behind the goal. We're Gunner Daily Gold will try to send it up and gets in a battle with Vail player Bella. Gathers it. Someone's got his number here, poking at him, coming up the near side. He's got two with him, Thomas and Bellis. Bellis going to the far side. Nice job by Waldo at the blue line. Or no, Daily Gold at the blue line. Purdy, last man back, gathers it up, looks for Bella on the near side. Bella switches direction. Bellis trying to get in the way, across the blue line. Looking for that shot. Goes off the side of the goal. Hard angle. Bella putting pressure. Thomas trying to intercept. Goes into the neutral zone where Purdy gets it. Back to Bella. Back to Purdy. Loose puck that Bellis is going to come up with, and then Thomas. So Fraser's going to gain control. As Bella comes across the blue line, but Fraser's defense Vail's defense is ready, sends it back. Fraser's back on defense with Purdy. Purdy battling in the corner, holding on to it, sends it up the boards into the neutral zone where Vail gathers it. Purdy again with a good stick poke at the blue line, but Vail's able to bring it into the Fraser defensive zone, looking for a pass. Pops up, but no shot. Nice job there, Johnny Vella, all by himself, with 4 Vail defensemen and a defensewoman. McNeil following, Moon coming, Shapansky at the line, sends it up, and it bounces in! Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? It was from way outside, took a bounce, and it went in. That was 15's first goal of the season. Brings the score to 2-5. I hope I filmed that. I'm sorry if I didn't. I hope I got it. Oh my gosh. Alright, Fraser. We're still in the 7:13 remaining. The score is 2-5. Purdy with the puck. Sends it off the boards. Back into Fraser's defensive zone. Stanley sends it, but there's nobody back there except Vail players. Vail passing it. Someone trying to wrap around. Purdy's on him. Ridge has got it covered. Vail poking at it, but the ref calls the whistle. 6 minutes and 53 seconds remain in this period. Face-off in the Fraser defensive zone. Moon with the face-off wins it, sends it to Purdy. Purdy off the glass, and Vail misses it. Moon comes up with it. He's got 2 defenders on him. Back into the Fraser defensive zone. Shapansky behind the goal. Backhands it against the boards to Purdy. Purdy and Shapansky both behind the goal. Shapansky comes up with it. He's looking for Madsen, but the Vail player steps in front. Oh, man open in front, but shot wide. Shapansky still battling in the corner. And Vail player down while Moon sends it around. And no ice. Vail player touched it. Madsen's going to go in pursuit. And the Vail player's going to send it up the far boards. Where Waldo is going to try to get a stick on it. Vail coming in with fresh legs. Shooting off of Ridge's body. Gunner with a clear. And McNeil with a nice move in the neutral zone. A little bit of checking going on, sorry. Shot up, way up and wide. Madsen around to McNeil on the near boards. Vail doing a lot of body checking against the boards. Waldo chasing it down behind the net with Daily Gold supporting. And clears it. No ice. I'm not sure why. I guess someone touched it. 5 minutes left in this game. The score is 2-5. Vail on the fence. Bellis comes in, gets control, sends it to Thomas, but Vail intercepts into the Fraser defensive zone. Sends it behind where Waldo will gather. Take a look, see who he sees. Look for a pass, hold on to it. Finds Bellis, doesn't shove it, backhands it to Bella. In the neutral zone, they're fighting. Bellis sends it in. Thomas chasing it down. But Vail's just gonna clear it. All right, here we go. Fraser's tired, just sent it for an icing so they can get fresh legs. GG out of the sin bin with 4:14 left. Good to see him back on the ice. We have Thomas, DeGarmo, Shapansky with Bella and Purdy. Good strong line here. Vail with a big shot. Bobo gets down, blocks it with his knee pads. And bouncing towards the goal. Bella's going to send it out and around. Thomas in pursuit at the blue line. But Vail sends it back in. Shapansky poking at it. Bella there, and Vail still manages to get the pass off to the center where Ever gives him the no-no finger. Thomas, DeGarmo, and Ever all trying to get control of the puck here. DeGarmo has it. Finds Purdy on the near boards. Purdy to Vela. Vail defender holding on to it, waiting for someone to pressure him. Nice back check by Owen DeGarmo. Shapansky sweeping at it, and Ever gets a hold of it. Goes off the glass to Vela. Again, Purdy with it behind, and nobody on the far side where he sent it. Vail crosses it, but Johnny intercepted. DeGarmo trying to gain control here. Holding on. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes left in this game. Score is 2-5, and Vail has trying to get it to Thomas. Vail intercepts. There's some really big defenders. Bobo gets down, sends it out to Shapansky on the far side. Off the board to DeGarmo, but he's got 2 men on. No call on those checks. Bella and Thomas trying to chase it down. And icing will be the call. 5-2, or 2-5 is the score with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. This Vail team has a really good defense, I think. They really are a strong defensive team, so hard to get one through on. McNeil tries to send it to fast break. Gunner's chasing him down. And glove save by Bobo. Behind the goal, Waldo's by himself back there, sends it around to Daily Gould, who's trying to get it to Madsen. Nice pass. Madsen to McNeil. Back to Madsen. Moon in the middle. Trying to get it out of the neutral zone. Madsen off the boards to Moon. Waldo with the second to gather it. 1 minute, 36 seconds. Madsen in the neutral zone. Off the boards. And again into Fraser's defensive zone. Just over a minute left in this game, and Fraser's in a little bit of a scrum here on the near side. Comes up. Kai sends it down the boards. No ice. 1:05 left. Vail's gonna gather it up. Madsen gets it with his foot and keeps it in Fraser's offensive zone. Daily Gould. If we can get a couple more shots off here. McNeil fighting for it in the center. And clock stopped with 4:49 remaining. Looks like Vail Red is going to come out of this tournament as the champions with a 3-goal deficit and 45 seconds left. We have Thomas, DeGarmo, Vela up front, Shapansky and Purdy on D. Thomas off the line. Purdy looking, sends it to Vela, off the boards, where Thomas is trying to get it. Vela through the center, across the line. Vail's on him. He's looking for a pass. Oh, passed it to Thomas. Shapansky again with a stick. stick on it. Vail fighting in the corner. Vail sends it up. Purdy's back. And shot Vail, no goal. Vail's gonna fight him for it. That'll be the end of that game. The end of this tournament. We knew this would be a tough team, and this Fraser team played really well this whole tournament. So they can hold their heads up. Final score here is 2-5 in this championship game. Get this last little handshake here. For tuning in. Not sure what happened with the 12U game. But there are our 14U Eagles. Played hard and weren't able to pull this victory off, but played their hearts out.